Good morning, YouTube. How you doing? It is Friday, February 22nd. I'm JB, and welcome to another edition of What's On Today with Discovery Bay. So let's start with a recap of a couple of videos from yesterday. There are links to these channels in the description below. First on the recap, go and check out JPL Flash Comics Geekdom for a video titled DC Comics and Eaglemoss, The Legend of Batman Volume 28. And this is a trade paperback with a story focused on Scarecrow. And JP gives us his review of this trade and shares some of the amazing art from it. It's a good one. Next up on the recap comes from Jilly Jill. She released a new video titled Comic Book Haul Number 1. Jilly Jill not only shows off her latest haul from a quarter bin. Who's got quarter bins? She does it with sign language, and it was totally cool. Thank you, Jilly Jill. Okay, next item on the recap comes from Economics and Comics. He brings us a video titled GEMINI Comic Supply Big News: How to ship comics safely. Community Save Comics. Wow, that's a heck of a title there, Bill. By the way, I was in this live yesterday when he debuted it, and it's an amazing discount, guys. I mean, I've been getting ripped off buying these GEMINI mailers, and now with Billy's discount, it's almost 20% cheaper than the cheapest thing you can get sent to you on eBay. So that's definitely one you want to check out. All right, the last item on the recap comes from Thanatos Comics. Matt brought us a video titled Rise of the Slabdragon, a TJ Watson Q&A and GRAIL unboxing live. I missed it live, so I had to catch the rewind, and I'm so glad I did. What a great introduction to an amazing person in our community. TJ the Slabdragon Watson. I predicted an epic event yesterday, and it did not disappoint. Matt served up questions from the chat, and it was awesome. Alright, there are so many great videos yesterday. I mean, John's Comics with Kids did a Max Pro Supply order. Chad from 90 Miles went live with Javi and Chris from Mad Cave. Joe Ryan had channel updates. I mean, I could do an entire show on recaps. But let's get to today's lineup. Alright, all of these times are going to be listed in both Pacific Standard Time and Eastern Standard Time, and all channel links with timestamps are in the description below. So first up, at 3:30 a.m. Pacific, 6:30 a.m. Eastern, head over to Perry Comics for the new video titled SYFY Comic Book Haul. Perry shows you the comic books that he found from yesterday's SYFY Street Fair. Okay, at 4 a.m. Pacific, 7 a.m. Eastern, we have the first of two new videos from Joe Ryan Comics. The first is titled Wolverine Infinity Watch, number 1, comic review, SNIKT times Infinity. The second one is titled Batman number 54 comic review. Let's go check them out. Also at 6 a.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Eastern, Erod 212 will be releasing the 7th episode in this terrific series titled Is It Slab Worthy? He's going to break down the numbers for us on a book, and by the end of this video, we're going to know, is it slab worthy? It's a really good series. You want to check that out. Okay, also at 6 a.m. Pacific and 9 a.m. Eastern, Billy over at Economics and Comics gives us the next installment in his pressing series titled Comic Book Pressing Doomsday Special. This is where we get the before and after of a book going through Billy's press. Okay, at 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern, over at Chino's Comics and More's channel, we should be getting a video titled, I'm not sure what it's titled, but I did get the thumbnail for it, and it's going to be right here. Manny and Chino discuss, is a Marvel cancellation equal to a win for the community? And I'm not sure if they're talking about the Netflix, because I'm going to have to tune in and check it out. Okay, at 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern.
Whosoever watches this channel, if he or she be worthy, shall acquire the knowledge from the Comic Chief.
Today we get the Comic Chief shares a small Friday mail call in some stuff that he got for his personal collection. Okay, at 3:30 p.m. Pacific, 6:30 p.m. Eastern over at Reggie Simmons' IFBB Pro channel. Reggie gives you a behind-the-scenes look at the magic that happens in his comic room. He also takes you on a run to an LCS and shows off a ton of Marvel and DC slabs. That should be good. Alright, next up at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, over at Count Von Strange the Fourth's channel, we get one of my favorite vids, titled Figure Friday. This is episode 11, and he's going to do a NECA 8-bit figure unboxing. Count's videos never disappoint, so you don't want to miss it. Okay, also at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, head over to Comic Tom 101 for the video titled Hot Top 10 Comic Books on the Rise. Tom and Sensei Russ go over the CBSI Top 10 list and also break in the middle, for some of the comic community's hunting finds that people are sending to them on Instagram during the week. Now, I don't list this, but if we get lucky, Comic Tom may go live right before he releases this with like a pre-show. But you're gonna have to make sure you got your notifications on so you don't miss it. Alright, at 5:30 p.m. Pacific, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, we get a live show. This time, Bueller has his weekly show titled Live with Bueller. Tonight's special guest is the Vice President of Max Pro Supplies, who is Bueller's newest sponsor. So let's stop in the chat, give him a thumbs up, and say hello. Okay, at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, Kenny at ComicHead 84 is doing a live stream with the comic Jabroni, and they're going to be discussing, I don't know what they're going to be discussing, and I'm sure more people will pop in before the night's over, so go over there and say hi. Okay. Also at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, we have Comic Core Live. This is where you get Bueller, Chad, Cat Ren Figures, and Mark, and the rest of the gang discussing all the latest hot topics. Stop by the chat, give him a thumbs up, say hello. This is the funniest thing going on Friday nights. You gotta see it. So, next up, 9 p.m. Pacific, 12 midnight Eastern, is a live show from Hulk Nuts 911 Comics and Deadlifts, and we should be getting the next installment in his series titled You Won't Like Me When. Tonight's is called You Won't Like Me When I Call You for Selling Out. Ooh, that's gonna be good. Alright, the final item in today's lineup is a new show over at White Whale Comics channel scheduled to start at 9:30 p.m. Pacific, titled Comics as Therapy. I heard about this when watching the TJ Watson special this morning. Alec and I Got Issues are going to get together for this one, and it promises to be pretty good. Well, that's the final item on the calendar. If you liked what you saw, please give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, go ahead and shoot me a thumbs down. If you have any comments, please drop them below. If I messed anything up, please drop them in the comments and I'll pin your comment. I absolutely messed some stuff up yesterday. I had Comic Books NYC in the show and he wasn't even doing anything. And I left Simple Man and Jack DeMaio out of the show, which was nuts because that's like one of the main ones you gotta watch. So, visit me on Facebook. Need likes over there. Instagram, Patreon, like, comment, share. I'm going to put the schedule up in the afternoon on Instagram with any schedule changes and updates. And that is it. It is Friday. Let's have a great day and a great weekend and finish the week strong. Don't forget, we had a good time.